how did India have a GDP of 33% of the world without the current Western capitalistic system in place today? Good question. Good question. Excellent question. So that right now we have this system throughout the world, capitalism and to some extent mercantilism. So capitalism is essentially about is the pursuit of quarter upon quarter profits, never ending infinite profits on a limited planet, and that's what's destroying the planet right now. India never had a capitalistic system. India wasn't a Marxist country or a socialist country or a communist country. India had its own ancient dharmic system of economics. It is described in the Arthashastra. So that is what enabled India to achieve this enormous GDP. 33% is what Angus Madison has calculated, which, in my opinion, is a gross underestimation. I think that in the Harappan era, India's GDP was well in excess of 50% of the entire world's GDP. Okay, because it was an enormous urban civilization, a fully industrialized urban civilization, which was larger than Egypt and Mesopotamia and everything else put together. So India has always been the most advanced civilization and the greatest economic civilization in the world. It achieved this by industrializing itself. India was at the forefront of science and technology. We had maritime skills. We were shipbuilders. We traveled across the world, across the ancient world. We had the greatest architecture. We had precise architecture. We had standardization of weights and measures. We had war chariots. We had hydro engineering, and we had so much more. So everything, the most advanced science and technology of its time was in India. India was a nation that always embraced science and technological advancement. And India was fully industrialized right until the time the British came into India. And they deindustrialized India and sucked all the money and all the wealth and all the treasure out of India. So India became that rich and powerful by following its own indigenous economic system and by embracing science and technology to the fullest and being industrialized without pursuing endless profits and destroying the world and destroying the environment. So India had all these ancient great technologies. We had crucible steel, which was later called Damascus steel. We had crucible steel 500 BCE or thereabouts in southern India, and so many other technologies. So we developed these technologies and we industrialized ourselves without destroying the environment. We always lived in harmony with the environment. And despite that, we achieved in excess of 50% of the world's GDP in the Harappan era. So that's how it happened. So capitalism, Western capitalism, is not the answer. Neither is Marxism or communism or capitalism. It is the ancient Indian system that was able to bring India this far ahead. So India should try and draw inspiration from that.